Hello and welcome to the back nine of round 3 of the United States Women's Disc Golf Championships presented by Discraft. It's our 4th and final major of the year. I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
I'm Madison Walker. We're your two hot geese.
Honk. We are tired. It is rainy out there. It's a long, slow, wet round with lots of footing issues and just, debilitating mental states. I don't know. Wow. It was rough.
It was rough.
You know what isn't rough is Henna's scorecard. And
wow.
Yep, Kristin Tattar also going.
Just the general lack of bogeys on these cards is unbelievable.
It's very impressive.
It's a really strong showing of how tough their mental game truly is.
Yeah, even Rebecca Cox 2 over, not playing bad today. Anything around even par is super good. Even look at Alexis Manduhana, 1 down, jumping 12 spots. Under par is phenomenal today. Hole 10, par 5, 632 feet, going steeply downhill, really treacherous with the OB creek on the left side. Forehand is nice to fade away from it. You also see a lot of backhand with slower speed discs. We've seen some really aggressive lines off the tee though to get eagle bids. I think we saw 4 eagles yesterday and 4 the day before.
4 4 4 4.
Before 4 the 4th day before.
This tee shot is very demanding. I think the aggressive shot is going to win every time, but this is always something that can happen whether you're trying to play safe or trying to get a lot of distance. Those trees can just stop you dead in your tracks and sometimes kick you straight OB.
Particularly with the backhand, I would say slightly more than the forehand, but they're there for both. Henna with a really great shot.
Yep, just skating by that tree by literally an inch.
That's kind of what you have to do, though. Mm-hmm. Unless you're Eveliina. Actually, I mean, even that one's close. And she does catch a late tree, but that's a great shot.
Ooh, Rebecca's focus face. I liked it.
Really flippy mid-range here. You have to start that on so much hyzer. It's easy to kind of force the disc to do what you want instead of letting it flip up. Not a bad place to land, though.
No, she's still going to have to kind of flirt with some OB, though. She does it, and she does it really well.
I think that's a deputy. She'll be able to go for birdie from there.
Eveliina still has a forehand route where she is, and that's great. You couldn't ask for a better angled shot here. She does push that OB.
Man, that was going to skip so far, though. That was a great shot. Kristin throwing 3 with the out of bounds. That looks amazing.
That is sent. And she's probably in circle 2. Yep.
Yeah, she is. Really tough putt from there. That hill's a little bit bigger than it looks, but what a recovery.
Nice catch cam action, too.
Yo. Henna opting for the backhand here. Super smooth turnover. She's not going for eagle, just getting into circle 2 for probably an easy birdie.
Look at this footing here. You know Rebecca's thinking about falling. So slippery, so timid on the feet.
This time going backhand. This is such a huge angle. I think she's going around the backside on purpose.
Yep.
And
I like that play.
Yeah, it gets a look.
And everything's muddy.
Yeah, just looking around, everything's wet. Her whale sack is just soaked. Dang.
Yeah, I fell on hole 2 with my putter towel, which is the towel that I protect meticulously the whole round to cover my putters, and just right in the mud. Just the whole thing ruined.
I was there. I saw it.
It happens.
It was devastating.
It happens to the best of us out here. Nothing is sacred anymore.
Nope. Kristin, long look. Gives it a little run. It's going to be a par. Rebecca for par from nearly 40 feet uphill.
This is a little bit of a softer par 5, I would say. Very doable to get the birdie, but it averaged at about a 6 of a stroke over par today.
Oh wow, that's harder than it's been playing.
Oh yeah,
quite a bit.
48% of the field with a bogey or worse. There was 1 eagle though, Sarah Hokum.
Cool. Probably backhand.
That's my best guess as well.
Henna going to 3 down now. She's bogey free, right?
Yep.
Yeah, bogey free, 3 down. So impressive.
Eveliina with the easy birdie.
Henna 2 strokes over Kristin. Onscoggins 3 down on the round, tied for third with Kristi Unt, also 3 down.
It's so solid being under par out here. It's just so good. Hole 11, 531 feet. This tee shot is tricky because you do have to push that out of bounds on the left-hand side. If you do not, you can easily find the OB on the right-hand side. It's blind from the tee, so you can't quite see it, which makes it somehow harder to avoid. But you do need to get some distance if you're wanting that birdie. You want to throw a fairway driver at the very least, unless you can rip a mid like some of these lead card ladies can. But Henna's just going to blast by everything.
My.
Wow. Okay.
We saw Haley get about that far with a Wraith that was a Star Destroyer. I think that's even farther than Haley's, though.
It was.
Let's see if Eveliina can match with her Star Destroyer. Twinsies.
And twinsies, amazing shots.
Yeah, Evelina's going to fade a little bit more. It's safe over there. The OB kind of ends abruptly on either side.
Those are huge shots.
Beyond huge.
Wow. Kristin with a little bit more of a safe shot, but still impressive nonetheless.
You think those are like, what, 425?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Maybe a little uphill as well.
Kristin with the safe shot, forehand with her orbit rive.
By safe, we mean wildly impressive.
Yeah, I mean, but she could do what Eveliina and Henna just did, but just chooses to take a little off.
Yep. Rebecca, very safe here. I like this play.
That's a mid.
Not trying to do anything too crazy and going to trust herself on this second shot.
As a gold line compass and leaving herself a little bit more work, flips it over, does a really neat spin.
Oh, yeah. Graceful. We'll see what she has to work with. I don't really know what that right side is like.
Me neither. Whoa. Kristin with a little bit of a slip, but still a solid shot. She does get a little kick into circle 2.
Eveliina just stands still up to the green. Oh, no.
Henna, I think, with a little bit better look at it. Also going Anheuser chip forehand. Wow.
They're so close.
They're so close.
It's just blowing my mind. This played is the easiest hole of the day, and that's mostly because of lack of bogeys. Not a lot of people erroring this one.
It played as the easiest on the first day as well, and I think second easiest yesterday. Kristin leaves her birdie look short. Rebecca going little chip sidearm, catches a tree, but she's fine. Henna to move to a bogey-free 4 down. Wow.
It's crazy that the easiest hole of the day still averaged over par.
Did it?
Yep.
What was
of
it?
A stroke,
Wow.
but still.
That's such a bummer. That made me really sad.
Today was rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't even look like it's really raining anymore there. I know umbrellas are still up, but yeah, it was brutal out there. I guess, needless to say, it was a tropical storm.
Mm-hmm. Man, 4 down through 11. That's crazy.
Just still bogey free.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And now 3 strokes in the lead.
Hole 12, the most wide open shot we have all day. It's a par 3, 301 feet. It's straight in front of you, slight drop off behind it. The trees on the right make it so you can't really throw the hyzer. You're throwing either a straight shot or a slight turnover. I think do you remember the wind, actually?
It was a headwind.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe a little bit of left to right, but pretty screaming head when my card came through, like you were worried about it.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't look like Henna's worried as she throws her champion rock 3 into the bullseye.
Just peers it.
Yeah.
Maybe they got a nice little wind gap here.
Let's see it again.
Because that just looked way too easy.
Way too easy. It is fun. It's the simplest shot we have out here, but we see a lot of women land short in circle 2. Mm-hmm. There's still just enough difficulty where you got to think about it.
Or chucking it into the woods in circle 2.
Mm-hmm.
Eveliina maybe trying to play that wind a little bit. Doesn't quite get the turn on it, and she will be short in circle 2, I believe.
Yeah, pretty typical mistake there. Kristin going burst verdict. Pretty stable disc, throwing it right at the tree line, letting it skip a little bit. Beautiful. Wow, they're all going mids. Or, well, slow speed anyway. This is a fusion evidence from Rebecca. Super flippy disc.
Wow. So good.
Yeah.
3 out of 4 inside circle 1. Awesome.
A little bit of a run from Eveliina. I like the height. Kristin for birdie.
Gentle plug, if you do want more Eveliina content, go watch the practice round, and if you haven't already. JomezPro practice round.
Whoa.
Birdie still.
Yeah, Rebecca sneaking that one in there. Her putt doesn't always look that nose down. It used to always look like that, and now it's a little bit flatter generally, but I feel like sometimes she just gets that nose angle so crazy.
Well, old habits come in too when you're a little bit nervous or like in conditions like this, you just kind of go back into what you're comfortable with. It's the hardest time to incorporate those new skills you've been carefully honing.
Henna with a turkey moves to 5 down on the round.
Only 10% of the field getting that. That's only 9 birdies on hole 12. Wow.
Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Down.
From the 2 easiest holes to the second most difficult hole, 583 feet, but a 2-shot hole. You have to lay up right here just before the water, and it is a very technical layup. You have to be a little bit to the left in order to open up this second very uphill shot over an OB pond. There are some guardian trees that can kick you back into the water. You want to keep it nice and low as you're throwing your second shot across, but with some speed, so maybe you can work yourself up the hill.
This is the mistake to make if you're going to make one a little bit short left. Still leaves you with options. Kristin's been going sidearm every day, and it's worked. I like the width on it today. She's been a little more right and a little more pinched. She's going to land safe. Probably caught up on the logs down there. Still hiding those secrets. Rebecca choosing to go standstill backhand with a lucid sparkle verdict. And she will have some stuff to think about it.
Yeah. Eveliina not fully committed to this shot.
And she knows it.
Even the follow through was like half.
Yeah, I think she threw it farther right now. Oh, such a bummer to be pinned on that tree.
She's got that standstill power, though. I think she'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Henna with a great looking shot.
Yeah, like this gap is huge if you get over there. And I keep telling myself that every day, and I keep not landing there.
I'm literally looking at that. Look at that. See that little weird stump right there in front of her?
Yeah.
The little teeny one? I'm literally trying to get right there.
Okay.
You can see it from the tee pad. It's a nice marker.
Oh, no.
Oof.
Look early out of Rebecca's hand, and she's going to be out of bounds in a pretty rough spot. Oh, Eveliina working the run-up. Oh.
No.
Oh?
That maybe crossed?
Okay, it's going to be up to the card. The spotter is unsure.
Eveliina likely maybe going to throw a provisional, if I had to guess. Rebecca with a fairly decent mark. She must have crossed early. Doesn't quite recover as well as you'd like, but she will be up there in circle 2-ish land.
Kristin's second. Look at, she got caught by that log. Oh, what a slip. Is it still perfect? It sure is.
Oh my gosh.
She just can't not be perfect.
No.
Maybe that's what she's smiling about. Oh, a little provisional graphic. Love that. So Eveliina going to play this both ways. And we'll see if she crossed up there.
Yep.
That was a great shot.
We'll take the long walk. Oh,
that looks in.
that looks very in. Heck yeah. Provisional does not count for those of you watching that don't know what that is. It's just a shot to make sure if she was out of bounds that she wouldn't have to walk all the way back across to the other side and rethrow. Kind of a just in case.
Oh, what a good run from Rebecca for a bogey save. Henna to go 4 in a row. Dang. I wanted that
Me too.
red-shouldered hawk for her. That's what we're calling 4 in a row this week.
Ah. You want to hear something crazy?
I would love to.
No birdies today on
That's
this hole.
not that crazy.
That is crazy.
It's hard. No,
None?
you're right. All right. I would have lost that bet.
90.
I would have guessed at least 1 or 2.
Right.
But probably a handful.
52% of the field with a bogey or worse.
Dang.
Yeah, it's played like pretty normal. Oh, well, I guess there was only 4 yesterday. Wow.
Yeah. It's tough.
4 the day before. Okay, there's only been 8 total. All right. Maybe it's not that surprising.
Man, Henna so clean. 5 down. Kristin right behind her at 4 down. Looking really great in the last 8 holes. Hole 14, it's an uphill par 4. You want to go up the hill, try to get to the top of this secondary hill to leave yourself a nice flat footing on this upshot. At 547 feet, you'd think that that would be super easy, but if you land short of that second hillside, it's really tough. You're throwing nose up blind. This is definitely one of the elite distance separating holes.
Yeah, it's nose up blind and an uphill run up. That's very difficult to generate power.
And this gap, it's not that hard to hit, but it is tough to hit at full power. Kristin clears the hill by about 4.5 inches. Burns a little bit early into the hillside, though.
We watched Eveliina clear both hills yesterday.
Oh, no. Stop it. She's too cute.
Rebecca, nice and easy through the gap.
Yeah, I love that. Just nice, smooth play. She's going Fusion Vandal. So just a fairway driver to just chill and get out there, not trying to get nuts.
The fact that Eveliina was in the fairway is insane. She'll be able to save a par from where she is.
Yeah, great shot. Kristin, very far from the pin. Super good shot.
Yeah, really commits to
Wow.
that right side. Yeah, that was great.
I can't believe she just got so close.
Uh-huh.
That's huge.
That was a rip.
I wonder how far that was.
Henna doesn't quite put the height on it that she needs. You could tell that uphill run up is so awkward. You can't really drive into your hip as much as you want.
Yeah. Wow, Rebecca got way up there with her Vandal. Even more than I thought.
And she did a great job at committing to that right side. It's so hard to do. Look how calm the wind is. That is so weird.
Yeah. Just a weird day.
Yeah.
Evelina's
Wow.
third.
There's like none. That is so bizarre.
Or the limbs on the trees are so heavy they just can't blow because
Yeah,
they're just
that sounds
full
more
of
plausible.
rain. Yep. Also, those flags so heavy with rain.
Maybe they got the eye wall. Calms everything down.
Blowing a little bit. Just a couple of layups
Yeah,
and sighs, deep sighs.
Another layup look.
Kristin for a birdie. Catches band. Looking slightly less mysterious.
Yeah.
Eveliina for a par save. Love it.
Nice. 11% of the field taking birdies, 28 taking a bogey or worse. This one, you just want to make sure you don't bogey. That's it. Rebecca with a new hat.
Yeah, par.
It's like she could hear me.
Yeah,
Oh, she was celebrating her par.
oddly well timed, though. You're right. Nothing too crazy happening here.
Yeah, just a round of pars. Cool.
Own at 2 down in solo third.
Hole 15. 333 feet. This green is pretty tough to get to even with that shorter distance because look at this gap 3/4 of the way down the fairway. You do have to hit it right at the perfect angle and get some forward motion, whether it be some ground action or in the air. But it has to be finishing kind of straight with maybe a teeny bit of late right finish. The flex shot doesn't work that great here.
Look at that rain. Wow.
Whoa.
That was crazy. It's an S-line FD. Henna pushes, I mean, like what, 45
that's
feet
like a
past the
7
basket?
speed.
Yeah,
Wow.
something like that.
It's like a
Fairway.
flippy 7-speed.
Kristin trying to go forehand, which we've been saying seems like a good play, but we actually haven't seen it, I don't think, yet. She does catch that left side a little early, but drops in the middle.
This shot is just right at, even at the elite distance level, this is right at everyone's limit of being able to throw dead straight on a rope. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like anyone can throw, these ladies can throw farther than that so easily, but with, a little bit more room to work. This one, you just have to go so straight.
Yeah, you can see how easy it is to make that error. And that rain is really coming down. Maybe it's just a trade-off. They don't have as much wind, but it's rough out there.
I like how Rebecca's just giving into it. Like no rain jacket, no umbrella, just like, just sending it.
Yeah, I definitely was soaked at this point in the round. That was a great shot. Kristin with a little harp forehand chip shot.
That'll work.
Leaves it a little shorter than we're used to seeing, but she's still very close.
Evelina.
Ooh, roller.
Forced to roller it out of the bushes.
She's good at these. I didn't know that before the practice round, but like she's got skills.
Mm-hmm.
Roller skills specifically, not generic skills.
Also generic skills.
Yeah, no, I knew that one.
Yeah. You're like, you guys ever heard of Evelina? She's got skills.
She has some generic skills.
Just start to finish.
But specifically rollers.
Yeah,
Ah,
no, it's so good.
I'm so tired. Don't make fun of me. Unfortunate to see Eveliina not make good on that par. And Rebecca spits straight through the chains. It was a really steep hyzer angle, but still a bummer.
Nice comeback putt from Evelina for bogey. It's a bummer to miss the first, but at this point in the round, you're just kind of barely holding on and just trying to get through,
Yep. Physically,
Yeah,
mentally, emotionally.
Your brain's like, what are we doing out here?
Yeah.
Why are we out in this? Shouldn't we be watching movies on the couch?
That's my favorite question or thing to ask myself. Like, why am I choosing
this.
today?
You have to do it on purpose. Couple pars, couple bogeys on hole 15, and
Haley King moving up 2 down. She's in that tie for third with Own now.
there were only 3 birdies on that hole.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay, moving into a par 5.
Yeah, 887 feet. This gap is just about 350 feet. Left or right side works. You see most women lay up a little bit short of it and then go through on the second shot. If you have a clean second shot, it's a pretty simple third shot to get your birdie. It is an elevated pin, can make for some difficult putting. I feel like the teeth of the hole comes into play based on where you land your drive and if you're able to really get through cleanly on the second shot.
Also, the teeth, when our card went through today, was in the fact that it was a ripping
It was
headwind.
a huge headwind.
It is completely calm.
Henna avoiding all teeth, going deep right side, gets to the gap. That's cool.
Wow, it looks like a completely different hole.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh my gosh.
Kristin pushing that right side a little bit. That's gonna be okay. It's not.
She won't be able to go maybe as big of distance on the second shot, but that is okay.
I think, but she'll be lined up kind of for that right side, which definitely less women go through. This looks really good. If it fades, really good. Yeah. Getting to that gap is such a huge shot. Oh, wow. Rebecca just chilling again, just going gold line compass.
I like the play. It does. The only thing is that this second shot can be very difficult now because you're so far back.
But she's lined up. A lot of times, if you go distance driver, you end up too far left, and then you're left with like a pinched off hyzer.
Yep.
I think that's
True
a cool
that.
play.
Yeah.
Takes the stress out of it. Kristin lined up perfectly, able to give this a pretty full send. Probably want a little bit more distance than that, but it's going to be just fine. Oh, Eveliina tries to go huge there.
A little muddy.
Yeah, it was low. She can still go for the birdie from there, but dang, I wanted to see that thing fly. Henna going standstill. Catches a branch on her way out, but still progresses decently far.
And honestly, she can still probably reach the green from there.
Mm-hmm. Big shot, though. Bigger than you'd like.
Yep. But with these nice calm conditions.
Rebecca, decent distance, pulls it a little bit too far to the right. Henna going pure hyzer at it.
Yeah, working that right side exactly as much as you can.
Yeah, love that.
Ooh, sidearm.
Yeah, I mean, even with that kind of shorter second shot, she's pretty close. 300 feet.
I like the play. She's going to be left with some work, though. It is a little bit of a death putt from up there.
Just a reminder that Jomez got a restock. We got new discs, new stamps. You get a month free on the Disc Golf Network if you spend $20. That deal ends on Monday. Go check it out.
$20.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
You got that.
It's like UDISC.
Kristin lays it up inside the circle. She's going for birdie. This is such a weird place to be. Never seen anyone over here.
Oh, lots of little small things to worry about, but she gets through just outside the bullseye. This played as the third most difficult hole of the day. Only 5 birdies. 60% of the field taking a bogey or worse. There's that wind.
Oh, great run from Eveliina. Just a bit low right.
Just still love how confident she's looking on the green right now.
Yeah, such a risky putt. Okay, there's a little wind. A couple of Kristin's hairs were moving. Wow.
Nice.
Great birdie.
I swear those braids are letting her be able to like turn faster. You know what I mean? Like the arm speed's higher. Like physically.
Sure.
It's physics. That's what I mean.
Yeah. I don't have the energy to disagree with you.
And even if you did, what would you say?
It's not worth it. Rebecca for her par. Good putt.
Nice recovery from over in those woods on the right side.
I'm not going to lie. I want to try some braids now, just out of curiosity.
Dude, same. I've been thinking that literally the whole round.
Like, my hair's really thick and heavy. I feel like, would it just
help.
add some centrifugal force?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah. Physics, man.
Dude, it's fascinating.
Kristin, the only one on the card able to make good on the birdie, but par's not bad here considering how difficult it played today.
Stacy Ronsley, Stacy Kiefer, Holland Hanley, and Raven Klein also getting birdies.
Nice.
Cool.
Kristin joins Henna at that 5 down mark, which is unbelievable since 4 down was the hot round yesterday, which was easier conditions.
Much easier conditions. This hole's so fun. Hole 17, 328 feet. Yesterday, a ripping headwind. Today, kind of more of a tailwind when our card went through, but it was in that area of the course that's kind of swirly, so it was just kind of throw and hope you picked the right disc. I like a stable mid or maybe a neutral mid. That middle gap seems like the right way, but it does bring that left side out of bounds. That's a little bit more pinched into play. There's a lot more room to work on the right side of this island green.
Kristin with a burst verdict, going straight at it.
Okay.
Lovely. It's funny because from the tee, that looks like the gap in the like correct side, and then when you're looking back on it,
It doesn't.
the right side looks way more open.
Yep.
It's so nuts.
But up here, it definitely doesn't.
Wow, this looks great too. That was pure the whole way. Henna with a Champion Rock X3. Gorgeous.
Yeah, I love the mid play, just letting the hill do most of the work.
Yeah, I've been going neutral mid, but this stable play, it's got some merits. It's got a follow flight. You love to see it.
Remember that one for tomorrow. Draw it up exactly the same. This was the third easiest hole of the day. 24% of the field taking birdies. That's one of the highest we've seen all day.
Star Mako 3 from Eveliina. Flips it up, gets some nice straight pushing action, catches some trees. Lands safe though. Is it safe? Oh, it's safe. It's safe. Bummer. That was a pretty good shot and a pretty bad result.
Yeah, it just kind of happens out here.
It's just a bummer. This one, I don't know, you feel so cool when you do it, you know? Like, it's just a rewarding tee shot.
Ooh, Rebecca getting some wind action. Looks like maybe some right to left. No.
Bounces straight back into the water.
Wow, I thought that had plenty of steam.
I mean, I think that tree is on that hillside. That had to have bounced like at least 30 feet back.
Oh. Wow, hitting the koozie. Eveliina. Rebecca's from the drop zone. It's probably about 60 feet.
Mm-hmm. Good effort. Yeah, not a lot of people making it from that drop zone. Kristin for a birdie to move to 6 down.
Wow.
She does it. Wow.
This course is something that I want to come back to and play again.
Me too. Let's just make it here every year.
Yeah.
It is really cool because we have 21 divisions all on the same property playing 3 different courses. This is probably my favorite U.S. Women's I've been to.
Yeah, it's really awesome. They did a great job with the courses. The other 2 courses for the other divisions are a little bit more open, which is great because it allows them to cater the different distances for divisions all the way from juniors, 6 and 7-year-old juniors all the way up to, I think 80. I think there's some 80-year-old women out here playing. It's unreal.
Freaking awesome. Look at Henna and Kristin's just squeaky clean scorecards, both 6 down. Wow. Wrapping it up, one of the more difficult holes on the course is a par 4, 526 feet. This Orange Creek area is mandatory relief area. You want to throw a backhand hyzer that pushes to the left far enough to leave this forehand possible. It is a really sharp 90-degree angle. It's super hard to get a birdie look on this one. It is possible, but it's really dictated by the tee shot.
Yeah, it's uphill as well and with a low ceiling. So you have to kind of either rely on ground play or kind of hope to work through that low-hanging branch.
Or just try to get lucky with a backhand through the right side. It's possible. Oh, no. Henna looking at her hand there.
Grip issue.
Seems like, a slip out of her hand.
Ooh.
Sent. So good.
So good.
And even that's going to be hard to birdie from. But that's as good as you could do it.
Yep. This landing zone, though, admittedly was pretty crappy. It was it's sloped and it was very muddy. So even with a great tee shot, it's very difficult to get some footing for this next difficult shot.
Rebecca squeaks her fusion evidence up and over that relief area.
The spotter approves. To all the spotters that came out
wow.
today, all
Thank
day. You guys are the best. I mean, it was brutal. And it was a really, really long round. So thanks to everyone who volunteered as scorekeepers, as spotters, and just everyone else. Y'all are the best.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they have a great team out here for U.S. Women's. It's so cool. So this is Henna's third. Oh no.
She played from the wrong lie.
I dropped my disc there and I played from there. This is my real life.
Oh man.
What integrity, though.
I played from there and through penalty.
We've all done it. It's the worst. No, I know. I know this feeling. So
Yeah, it sucks too because she's had literally a perfect round, bogey-free 6 down. Respect. She didn't even hesitate to tell her card mates that she just made that mistake. Who knows if someone else would have caught it. Yeah. And now she's
God.
penalized with the
It's
that basically it's like a abandoned practice throw.
Yep.
What a shot though. Oh,
Ew.
come on.
Ew.
All right. What a rough finish for such a good round.
Man, that is just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
We've all done it, and it doesn't stop it from being embarrassing and brutal.
Kristin's second shot gets inside circle 2.
Ooh.
Oh. I don't know that I've seen Rebecca throw a forehand roller, but apparently
Oh
she's
my
a
gosh.
genius.
Yeah, that was great. Unsure eyes.
Nathan Queen approves. Evelina's second shot after that phenomenal drive. About as close as you're going to get it.
Wow. That's so good. This played is the most difficult hole of the day.
What a way to finish.
One player got to circle 1. I think only 6 got to circle 2.
Man, Rebecca's forehand looking so strong. Love to see it.
That's a technical shot. There's the trees are so perfectly spaced that you're thinking about it really hard.
Kristin lays this one up to secure that 6 down finish. What was the best round on day 1? Was it 6?
I think it was 6.
Yeah.
There were no birdies on the day on this hole. 62% of the field with a bogey or worse. So par feels great on this hole. Rebecca with a nice little forehand roller and forehand.
Chip shot. Eveliina in for par there. She's going to slide back to chase card. Not a bad showing today, just not quite on it. And after such a stellar round, that's going to be a quad to finish for Henna with the
No.
misplay, the early tree hit.
Oh my.
Just a heartbreaker of a finish.
So brutal.
I mean, she's still only going to be trailing Kristin by 2 going into the final day. But man, it's going to be hard not to think about that all evening. You know what I mean?
Evening. That's one of those things that just haunts
The
you.
rest of your life. Maybe that's what Kristin knew. Maybe she predicted the future. I'm just kidding.
Oh, man.
Kristin Tattar 6 down, solo first. Henna sliding back to second. Owen Scoggins going to join us on the lead card with that 3 down round, and Haley King moving back up. We'll get to
Yeah.
see her play again with a 2 down.
Defending champ from 2022 U.S. Women's. It was a long day out there. Congrats to everyone that finished. Again, just huge shout out to the tournament team. Oh man, it was so nice of you guys to be out there. We had a spotter literally on every hole. So
Amazing.
That is the coolest. Thanks to UDISC for the stats that we use all day. We've got one more round of this major event at this awesome course. Come hang out with us. That's pretty much it.
That
right?
is pretty
We
much
can
it.
just wrap it up now.
We just wrap it up. Just go straight to bed. I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks for hanging. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 hot geese.
Honk.
Honk.